I, 32F, have been working at my company for almost 4 years now. I've always been quiet, dependable, and the type to keep my head down and let my work speak for itself. But apparently, that just makes you a target for power-hungry bosses. My boss, 45M, has always had a habit of taking credit for other people's work, but this time, he went too far. For the last 3 months, I'd been leading a huge project, one that could actually get me noticed by upper management. I handled everything: the client outreach, the data analysis, the proposal drafts, all of it. My boss barely showed up for the meetings, but kept asking me for updates, which I later realized was him collecting talking points to present as his own work. Fast forward to last week, we had a big executive presentation. I'd spent days preparing the slides and speech, ready to finally get my moment. Then, right before the meeting, my boss pulled me aside and said, "Let me take this one. It'll sound more credible coming from management. You'll get your recognition later." I should have known what that meant. He got up there and delivered my entire presentation word for word. My phrasing, my visuals, my data, everything. And when the execs started praising him for his insightful strategy, he didn't correct them, not once. I sat there fuming while they congratulated him on his excellent work. So after the meeting, when one of the executives casually asked me to send over his data sheet, I said, "Sure, I'll send over the one I spent 3 months building. I'm glad the project made a good impression." The room went silent. My boss's face went pale. The execs looked confused, and one of them even said, "Wait, this was your work?" I didn't back down. I said, "Yes. I've been leading this project from start to finish. My direct boss supervised, but all the groundwork, analysis, and execution were mine." My boss tried to play it off like it was a team effort, but the execs didn't look convinced. Later, he pulled me aside and accused me of humiliating him in front of upper management and undermining the chain of command. He said I've jeopardized our department's reputation and told me to be more professional next time. Since then, things have been tense. HR hasn't said anything yet, but a few coworkers have privately told me they were glad. I finally said something. Apparently, he's done this to others before. My family thinks I should have just stayed quiet and used the project as a reference for my resume later. But I'm honestly tired of watching people like him take credit for other people's hard work.